guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I have a makeup tutorial for you guys, and this is the first makeup tutorial for 2018. I can't believe we're already midway through January. So one of my goals for 2018 is to really start uploading more regularly to my YouTube. So I know I'm off to a slow start, but I'm gonna get on it. It's just really hard. I work full time, so trying to squeeze in time to film and edit, but that is one of my goals. And today I wanted to do something just very fresh with a little bit of color. I wanted to use these purple tones today just because the Pantone color of the year is ultraviolet, so I figured why not go with that theme. I know with Valentine's Day coming up, I think this is a perfect feminine yet sexy makeup look that I think is perfect for Valentine's Day, for a date night, just whenever. I really love the way that this look turned out. I just think it's very fresh and glowy, and it's sexy but nothing too dramatic or dark. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out so we can stay connected and you can catch my next video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because that always helps out. Otherwise, if you guys want to see how I get this glowy violet makeup tutorial here, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so I've already primed my lids and I'm going into the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm taking this matte peachy shade called Eden, and I'm taking this on a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm just dusting that all into my crease and socket area and just really diffusing the color. I'm also taking my time with building the color up, so just going back and forth until it gets to the intensity that I wanted. And next I'm going in with this color called Amber, and this is a matte burnt reddish shade, and I'm taking this on a Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm really focusing this on the outer corner and just really starting to build up some intensity and dragging that up into the crease, and then I go back in with my big fluffy blending brush and just really soften those edges. And now for the fun part, I'm going in with this violet shade called Amethyst, and I'm taking that on that same Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm really putting this on the outer corner and dragging it about halfway onto my lid, and this color is absolutely stunning. And then same thing, I just go back in with a big fluffy blending brush to make sure everything is nice and soft. And as you can see, I'm making this crazy face, but I basically put a little bit of concealer on close to my lash line, and then I look up and look all around. That way I can see where it's going to transfer. Because I do have hooded lids, naturally my eyeshadow will transfer. So I kind of just create a bigger lid space and carve it out with some concealer. That way my eyeshadow won't transfer, and it really makes my eyes look a lot bigger as well. And then I'm going in with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue Primer, something like that. Basically, I'm packing this onto my lid, and then I'm going to go in with this gorgeous shadow from the Huda Beauty palette. This is in the shade, what is this? Twilight. And oh my goodness, this screams like unicorns. It's just like an iridescent, violet shade that has blue reflex. It's so stunning. So I just popped that all onto my lid, and as you can see, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It just catches the light. And then I'm going back in with a little bit of that Amethyst, that purple shade, and just blending that into the lid shade and making sure everything is nice and seamless from one color to the next. And now moving on to the face, I'm going in with my Smashbox Primer Water and just giving myself a good mist and hydrating up my skin. And for primer today, I'm going in with the Becca Velvet Smoothing Primer. This is my absolute favorite primer at the moment. I have not used another primer since I have purchased this one. I think it's absolutely perfect if you have large pores or oily skin. It helps to really control the oils in my T-zone. And then here I'm going in with the NYX concealer. This is the little pot concealer in the green shade, and I'm using this to cancel out the color of any of my blemishes or acne scarring. So basically just taking that on a little brush. I think this is from Beauty Junkies, and I'm just dabbing that into the skin. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. This is in the shade 220, and I have been loving this foundation as well. I'm a huge fan of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, the Fit Me foundation. That's one of my all-time favorite foundations. And so when this one came out, I was like, okay, I have to try this. And so this one is similar to that foundation. I think it has a similar finish. This one is just a little bit more full coverage. So I think it's a beautiful foundation. As you can see, it just covered up all of my redness, my scarring, my blemishes, just really evens out the complexion. And then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild contour stick. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. So I'm taking that just to the hollows of my cheeks, the chin and jawline. I like to take a little bit under the bottom lip just to give it more of a pouty effect. And then taking that all around the hairline and temple area, and then I will do a slight nose contour as well. So taking that down the bridge of the nose and kind of tracing that around the tip of my nose. And then I'm going in, this is I think a Tweezer Man, like a flat foundation brush. And I'm just blending all of that out. I really love these Tweezer Man brushes because they are synthetic brushes and they work so nicely at like blending out cream products. It doesn't like soak up my contour shade and it just blends super nicely. So I really like this brush for blending out my cream contour. And as you can see, this shade is very warm toned. So if you don't like a warm contour, you will not like this shade. But these Wet n Wild contour sticks are super like user friendly. I think they blend out really nicely. They have great pigment. And this is another Tweezer Man brush that I'm using to blend out my nose contour. And then for concealer today, I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium Neutral, I believe. And so I do this one eye at a time because this concealer dries so fast. And I like to spritz my beauty blender with a little bit of my Mario Badescu facial spray. And then I tap out my beauty blender. I just feel like it helps to blend out all of my concealer a little bit better when I wet it with the Mario Badescu. And just look at that from one eye to the next. Like the Urban Decay concealer just cancels out shadows like amazingly. And I'm also going to do a little bit of highlighting. So just taking that to the center of my face. And then same thing, I'll blend that out with a damp beauty blender. And this concealer is also great if you have oily skin and large pores because it's super matte and I feel like it kind of blurs out the appearance of my pores. So I like to use this for highlighting the center of my face. And then I'm going in with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Translucent Powder and just setting all of my under eye area. So first you want to tap out any creases and then I go in with a little brush and just set that in place. I think this is a Sephora brush. And also setting the center of my face where I placed that concealer. So just tapping that in just to kind of set the oily parts of my face to make sure everything is locked in. And now moving on to my favorite part, which is highlighting. I'm going in with the Iconic London Illuminator Drops. This is in the original shade. And I'm taking this on my Morphe sponge and I'm just dabbing that into the cheekbones. Just look at that stunning highlight. I'm taking a little bit onto the Cupid's bow, the chin, and I'll take a little bit to the tip of the nose and bridge of the nose. This is my absolute hands down favorite liquid illuminator. It's just so stunning. It's gorgeous on its own and it makes an even better base. Like that highlight is already popping, but I have to go in with a powder one as well. So I'm going into the Becca Ski Opera's face palette. I have no idea how you pronounce that, but I'm going in with the bronzer shade and I'm just setting all of that cream contour in place. This is a Morphe brush. I forget what number it is, but I'll list down below in the description bar. But just setting all that cream contour in place and also deepening up my bronzer just a little bit. This bronzer is very nice from Becca. It's also very warm toned, which I like, but I know some people don't really care for a super warm toned bronzer. I'm also bronzing up my neck a little bit. And same thing, just taking that down the sides of the nose, tip of the nose, just for a slight nose contour. And I go pretty heavy with the bronzer, and then I always go back in with my little powder brush and just kind of blend it out with a little bit of translucent powder, or basically just whatever's left over on my brush. And now we are nice and bronzed, and we're going to go back to the lower lash line. So I'm going back into the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm basically taking those same shades that I used in the crease. So I first started off with that peachy shade, and then I'm going in with like that burnt reddish shade, and just blending that out. And I took a little bit of that violet shade as well to the lower lash line. So just take your time, make sure everything is nicely blended. And I'm also going in with a Sigma flat definer brush and just really taking that shade up into the lash line. And then I'm going in with this Laura Mercier. I believe this is actually like a cream eyeshadow. It's in the shade Plum, but I like to use it as an eyeliner, and I'm putting that in my waterline. I just felt like it really tied the whole look together. It's like a very deep plum shade and it's really pretty. And then just kind of blending that into the lashes because it kind of got a little clumpy. And then going back into this Becca palette, I'm taking these two highlight shades and mixing them together. The bottom shade is Opal, and I forget what the top one is called. I want to say it's Icing or Icy, something like that. But I mixed them together, and it created the perfect inner tear duct highlight. It just really opened up the eyes. And for mascara, I'm going in with the Tarte Tartiste Lash Paint Mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara, hands down. I just love the way it makes my lashes look. It just separates them. It's super black. It does not transfer or like cause any flaking, and just lasts all day long. And I'm taking those same highlights from Becca and basically just popping even more highlight onto my cheekbones. And like I said, that Iconic London Illuminator drop just works as a great base. I feel like the powder highlight just sets so nicely on top of it. and it just looks absolutely stunning. I was trying to glow for the gods. So just taking that to the same place, the tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, and then going back into the Huda Beauty palette and taking that shade Twilight, and I popped a little bit of this on top just for like the slightest purple reflect. It looked so pretty in person. You couldn't really see it on camera, but I thought it was fun. And then for my blush, I'm mixing that bronzer, that bright like peachy kind of corally blush, and then that copper shimmery blush, and it just gives you like the perfect blush. I don't know, it's the perfect blush combo. And then I'm going in with a stippling brush and just softening out the edges and making sure everything's blended, and then setting the face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray just to lock all of those powders in and make sure everything looks a little bit more skin-like. And then for lips, I'm going in with my MAC lip liner in the shade Boldly Bare. This is like one of my all-time favorite nude lip liners. I think it's just a perfect like peachy nude shade. And then I'm going in with this Hourglass lipstick in the shade I Lust For, and I absolutely love this lipstick. It's like the perfect peachy nude, and that's like right up my alley. I need to get some more of these lipsticks because they are so hydrating and make the lips just look like so plump. And then that wasn't enough. I needed a little bit of gloss, so I'm going in with this Marc Jacobs lip gloss, and I forgot the name, but I'll list it down below in the description bar. But basically I just took that to the very center of the lips just for some nice shine, and this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.